Welcome to the FirmWorks Files How-To series. Today we're going to talk about creating a configuration. In order to do that, you'll want to come to Files Home or to the File Viewer Configurators tab. In here, you're going to see any existing configurations you've already built. To add a new one, click Add New Configuration. The configuration wizard will step you through all of the different steps you need to create a configuration. So clicking Next, give the configuration a name. Can decide which fields we want to display and which components they'll display in once we've chosen. In order to add a field, you simply click the field and click Write, and you can decide if it should default show or default be hidden. In filtering, we'll be able to decide which fields we'll be able to filter by and the various components that are using them. So again, adding a field as simple as clicking the field on the left, clicking the arrow and moving it to the right-hand side. Linked objects is used to export information on the objects linked to a certain file. To add an object, you just click on an object on the left and move it to the right using the arrows. Default values allows you to set default filters for various fields on the configuration. So if we did want to say something like the default type is NDA, we could add that here, which means that our files would be filtered by any value that has an NDA in this type pick list. If we click this default filter here, this is to default filter without allowing folks to be able to change what they see. This is good for security in terms of making sure that folks only see what they need to from the beginning, whereas the filter set and default values will allow them to deselect them after they've been loaded. This uses Sockwell, so you'll type a Sockwell statement in here. You can build Sockwell with Workbench or any other number of tools from Salesforce. In here, you can search related by adding different related records. So if you wanted to say, put an account in here, you'll be able to see that account and start to build all of the files that you want to see from an account level. So we can say show contacts and so on and so forth and add those fields here. Those fields will show on the left hand side, and the files from those objects will show inside any place this configuration is used. Next, you can decide how you want sharing visibility to work by default, and you can actually add any relationships that you would want to be shown by default here as well. Finally, actions. Actions says which actions that people should have access to when this configuration is used. You can toggle them on and off here. Then you'll click Save. Since this configuration is metadata, it will require a deployment. When the deployment is finished, it will see green success, and then you're done. And you can use this configuration anywhere in your system.